Welcome to this room. Welcome to the room. I see I'm still counting down on X. Welcome to the Lavern Spicer show. Hood conservative is in the house. Where all my hoodies at? Where all my hoodies at? Y'all give me a shout
Right
out.
here.
Hey, Sophia.
What's up? How you
Girl, I'm ready to
doing?
rock and roll. I just want to make, hey, Sydney, where my hoodies at, y'all? All my hoodies, give me a shout out. Give me a holler. Let me know y'all ready for this hot, fantastic, boiling hot show we got today. And it's such a blessing and truly, it's already 600 people on this show. Sophia,
Word.
we already got
Word.
600 people
Nice.
on this show. Listen, y'all,
Nice.
it's such a blessing to be on today because, as you know, Florida was threatened with like a hurricane, but I think it went further up north. So I was really concerned about that. I didn't want to come on and get kicked off and everything, but it's
We
a
getting
blessing
hit
to be
out
here.
here with something. We getting hit out
Yeah.
here with something.
So we
But
have
everybody
so
else is cool.
much. We have so you cool up north. It's not well, Sophia.
Yeah, we all right. It's raining. It's raining. You know, I've done Superstorm Sandy and survived it. So it ain't nothing like Florida. Y'all be getting tore up down there, but
Girl,
we
and it
good.
is extremely hot. It is
Damn.
extremely hot here. It's like about 80 or 90 degrees
You
here.
see this? It's cold up here. We in
What a
sweaters
blessing.
already, yo.
You know, in Florida, we start out, if we get some cold weather in the morning, if it's like, say, like even 60 degrees, by 12 o'clock, it's
Yeah.
about like 79 or 80. So it's rare for us to get a few days of cold weather here in Miami, you know. But
Damn.
anyway, we're
I'm
going
gonna
to
have to
move
come
forward.
check you.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to come check you to get me some of that.
Yeah, the sunshine is always beautiful. Sunshine is always a
Yes.
beautiful thing. So we're gonna move forward and we're gonna start talking politics and this hot news that's taking place. And there's so much
New
going
York.
on. So much going on. So
It's
much.
hot. It's about the shit saying that the shit's gonna hit the fan gonna burn up. And the keep getting more and more shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna start talking about Puff Daddy and what's going on with him. Of course, he got incarcerated. They locked him up. But I'm going to say this. How they can lock this man up, regardless of what's going on. But y'all don't lock up them damn illegal aliens that's committing all the
Yes.
crime.
Absolutely. It's one of them things too when I was like, so many people are divided. Like some people trying to make this be about a black issue. Some people trying to make it about who he's, scheming and been partying with and what kind of, corruption is out there. And other people just saying, to hang him. And I'm just like, yo, I'm from the Bronx and I'm from the uptown side of the Bronx. And I can say without a doubt that everything that he was doing, everybody else it ain't nothing brand new. It ain't nothing brand new. But when you trafficking kids, I don't know if I have any love for you. It's like I can't accept what you do regardless. But then on top of trafficking and the whole thing, like I haven't really seen or heard too much about this trafficking part of it. Like, what have you been hearing?
You're right, Driving Hawk. It's all just a distraction from the election and what's going on with black folks not supporting Kamala. And that the whole thing reminds me of one thing. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? People get so hung
Yes.
up in today's world on the material things. Oh, I stay in the mansion. Oh, I got this. Oh, I'm driving this. Oh, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose your soul? At the end of the day, Whether you rich, poor, homeless, or what, you gonna all gonna end up at the same place, 6 foot deep.
Absolutely.
Your
That's
time up,
right.
your damn time up. You know.
That's right.
So,
And you
but
can't
we
take nobody with you. You're gonna
absolutely,
by yourself.
absolutely, absolutely. So I
But
think I agree
still,
with
I'm
him
just
with what
like,
he said. It's all a distraction. It's all a distraction because now early voting is out for a lot of
yeah,
states. They're doing early voting has started. And make sure, y'all, that if you have not voted in the last 2 years, make sure that you register to vote. We don't want you to show up to the polls and be surprised at the fact that you cannot vote. So make sure that you're registered to vote. And if you're not sure, call your Department of Elections and check it out to
yes.
make sure
And if
that
you
you're in
and
there.
if it's too
Because
hard, and if it's too hard, we gotta drop and just tell them to just to look for Scott Pressler. Like it ain't that difficult when you got somebody like him out there doing his best to get people registered to vote. And I don't know anybody else that I could send people to. So if you don't know how to find it in your state, Scott Pressler will definitely find it for you. We gotta support him. And you know they're dragging him in the news too, right?
oh,
Scott Pressler,
oh,
they started saying
oh
that
yeah,
his
I
that,
saw
that
that.
his daddy is down with the Department of Defense. I was like, okay, we trying to distract people or we trying to make them fall asleep with some bullshit. Like I'm just like, I just can't. It's a lot that's going on, but if you can't find it on your own, definitely look for Scott Pressler, look at early vote action. There's a way to get it done because I don't see how
And
far it can go to distract people, but it's going to definitely make them not pay attention to the rest of what's going on.
absolutely. And also, if you are on X, it's always a lot of Twitter spaces, X spaces, that
Yes.
they're sharing this type of news and information. If you're hosting a space on X and you're sharing this type of information, please put your information in the chat. I know we have a guy called Postcards. He's sharing that information. Some more people have
Nice.
been inboxing me about the fact they're working with people to make sure that everybody is getting the knowledge that they need so that they'll know exactly what they need to do. Hey Nora, how you doing? Welcome to the show. So we want to make
What you
sure
said
once
his
again that,
name was again?
huh?
You said
His
postcard?
name is Coach Cards, but
Postcards?
also the young lady Ambrosia. That's Amber that's normally on the show. She has the
Yeah, I
information.
know
So it's
her.
a lot of people out here that's sharing that type of information. And
Yeah.
we want to make sure that everybody's getting all of the information that they need so that they will know, where your polling sites are, and making sure that we have poll watchers in there watching, making sure that everything
Yes.
is going on that's legal. We already have seen instances where they have counted so many ballots from dead people. So
Yep.
we want to make sure that type of thing is not happening this year so that we can have a legal election and not an illegal election.
They already been messing around out here in
Thank you,
Connecticut.
Laura.
The the Democrats are screwing each other up. We had in Bridgeport, Connecticut, there was a mayoral race, and they still do drop boxes out here in Connecticut. I'm not for drop boxes. I think that exactly what came to light is a bad thing, and it was a mayoral race in Bridgeport, and the Democrats was stuck on their primary, just the primary, the Democrat primary, and homegirl in the clerk's office was stuffing ballots. Stuffing ballots. You know what I'm saying? So they already trying to act a fool with the certain points of accessibility. They like to say that even though none of this existed prior to COVID, now drop boxes are being stuffed. We saw it in 2000 mules, drop boxes being stuffed. I don't see how we can 100% rely on it, but it's there. We're going to have to go with what we can go with, especially if your state allows for, mail-in ballots and, ballot boxes. But I'm saying that even with them, they eating their own. They are eating their own and trying to climb up on top of each other like a big bag of roaches. Like, I just can't understand where they're going with all of this.
It is so ridiculous. I mean, and for people that are watching, do your due diligence on Kamala. Please do your due diligence on her. I don't know if it's plenty of videos out, and I posted one on my page with the lady that she's charged for truancy, and her daughter was very ill with sickle cell and could not go to school, and she knew this was the case. She knew it was the fact, and she still locked the mother up, had the mother incarcerated, and also the mother ended up losing her home and her place to stay.
Damn.
Yes, we do need to
Damn.
have proper ID, you know,
But
absolutely.
but even and it's hard
Absolutely.
too because in New York, they were giving out IDs to illegal aliens. How are we supposed to even trust anything anymore? You know,
Well,
Eric
how
is
can
getting
I?
what he gonna get.
Wait. Hold up. We're going to rewind this motherfucking tape. How in the fuck can an illegal, I'm going to say it properly, how in the fuck can an illegal
Yes.
alien get a motherfucking vote? How can the fuck can they vote when they haven't been vetted? Don't matter know who the fuck these
Yep.
motherfuckers are. So how in the fuck can they get
Yep.
an ID if you don't know who in the fuck they are in the
Yes.
first place? That shit does not make any
ID.
motherfucking sense at all. It don't make
Straight
any
up. When I
motherfucking sense
heard
at
about
all.
it, I was
You
shocked.
cannot take
And they
our
was
black ass to
lined
their
up.
motherfucking countries and vote. So how in the fuck they could come over here and jump their motherfucking ass in our goddamn election? Because Kamala know
Yes.
that's the only way that she could stand a chance. Because people sick and tired of her lies. We sick and tired of her bullshit. She keeps talking
Yep.
about what she's gonna do when she gets elected. But motherfucker, you already in office. What the fuck you got to wait on? You been there for the last fucking 4 years. What the fuck have you done besides fuck us up? Gas at an all-time
Not
goddamn
agenda.
high.
That's it.
Food in the
That's
grocery
it.
store at an
That's her
all-time
agenda.
fucking high. People can't afford to feed their
Yep.
goddamn kids. People can't afford to pay rent. And you don't take care of your motherfucking veterans. So obviously y'all don't
Nope.
give a fuck about this goddamn country. And let alone to say, what about Iran and all these other countries that was on a fucking camelback? Y'all gave them all our fucking high
All that
powered
money.
artilleries, Black Hawk, helicopters, uh,
Money.
uh, them Hummers and shit. Y'all gave them all our fucking shit to fuck our asses up. Y'all shouldn't even be in the fucking White House. Y'all motherfuckers are so anti-goddamn America, so anti this motherfucking country. And I like to tell all of y'all that are watching from the White House, Lavern Spicer said, fuck you. That's how I feel about y'all. But y'all do not give a fuck about the American people at all. Y'all don't care about these goddamn people. People are suffering every
Well,
day. Y'all keep talking about what the fuck y'all gonna do in office. Y'all bitches already in motherfucking office. Make that goddamn change. How about that?
yes.
Make that
Yes.
motherfucking change, my nigga.
Hallelujah.
Make that motherfucking
I
change.
don't think they heard you. Even with all of that, I don't think they gonna hear you. It's like it's mad fire right now. It's mad fire
Yes.
right now. All of this shit
So
is
they
just
fucking
going
us up
down.
and they don't give a shit.
Yes.
Look at Springfield,
No.
Ohio. Y'all went and empty all them goddamn Haitians. Now the Haitians trying to sue Trump to say they ain't
Sue
been eating
Trump.
no tax and shit. Bitch, when you hungry, you gonna eat what the fuck you can find. Okay?
Ever.
So if
Yep.
they find the tax, trust and believe that. Trust and believe. If they find the cats, they find the rats, they find the lizard shit here in Miami. Motherfuckers eat iguanas all day, every goddamn day. Okay?
Damn.
They eat fucking iguanas. They call them the chicken of the tree. Okay? They call them the iguanas the chicken of the tree. They eat fucking iguanas. So don't sit back here and act like this some new shit that y'all motherfuckers ain't never heard of, because y'all know good
Yep.
goddamn well when y'all in Haiti, y'all ain't suing no motherfucking body. And while y'all trying
No.
to sue some motherfucking body, since you don't got your goddamn energy and strength up, you should take your motherfucking ass back to Haiti and use some of that energy to fight for your motherfucking country and
Thank
keep them
you.
goddamn things up out of there and restore y'all fucking ground, since y'all got so much motherfucking energy. And hell yeah, I'm Lavern Spicer, and I said that shit.
I'm like, where your fan at? Where your fan at?
It's right behind me, girl, but it ain't even fucking working right now. It ain't, there's so much shit that pisses me the fuck off. It pisses me the
Yes.
fuck out how motherfuckers come over here and want to call rules and regulations, but y'all don't do that shit when y'all was in y'all motherfucking country.
Home.
In y'all motherfucking country. Now y'all want to sue
Yep.
Trump because of some shit he said. Y'all know that's the motherfucking truth. Don't even start
It's
me.
that.
Because when you in a guy, them motherfucker making goddamn cookies from dirt. They make dirt cookies. They make dirt cookies for fucking eat. So you the same motherfucker gonna tell me y'all ain't cooking them goddamn cats when they got the video of y'all cooking them cats? And y'all gonna say y'all ain't cooking no goddamn dogs? He said he had some crazy. That was good. Y'all gonna tell me y'all ain't cooking no dogs? And y'all say that shit, y'all a motherfucking lie. Cause you know damn well you is. You know damn well
they got time to take money to sue people.
And everything he says a lie, but y'all don't say shit to that demon fucking Kamala in the White House fucking up our goddamn country. Y'all don't say one word to that bitch when she trying to cut off our natural motherfucking resources. Joe Biden already killed the goddamn Keystone Pipeline deal, right? And then you got Kamala coming saying that she wants to do away with gas when motherfucker, everybody don't want no goddamn electric motherfucking vehicle with a motherfucking lithium battery and you driving, they could cut your shit off because they mad at you. For some reason, all of a sudden, motherfuckers show up to lock your black ass the fuck up for talking shit when she already said that if she get elected, she coming after everybody that has something to say about her raggedy ass. Well, bitch, guess what? If you get the motherfucking lies straight, we will have shit to say about your motherfucking ass. And how about that?
You know what I'm saying?
How about that?
Step aside.
And lies. Gee, can you roll that videotape for me, please? We gonna watch this shit. And Candace Owens got it, y'all.
Okay, this Kamala Harris story is getting crazy, and it's getting creepy. So last night we decided to continue our research to see if we could find birth certificates and marriage certificates and death certificates, which could further signify those points. And indeed it did. As speculated, we were able to confirm that Kamala's Black grandmother that she showed us in that picture died in 1960, before Kamala was born. I can show you right now her death certificate. As you can see there, it says that she died in July of 1960. And so this is a huge scandal. Just an absolutely huge scandal. Kamala Harris published in her book that she was standing next to her Grandma Beryl. But Grandma Beryl died in 1960, 4 years before Kamala Harris was born.
Kamala ain't black and neither is her name. Kamala ain't black. Yes, Kamala ain't black. Kamala ain't black. Her father ain't black. Her sister ain't black. So no mama, but Kamala ain't black.
Kamala ain't black, and the motherfucker ain't telling the goddamn truth about shit neither. Not about shit. Is she telling the motherfucking truth? Now, how in the fuck was she there with her grandmother when her grandmother died, but the motherfucker wasn't even born? Explain that for me, Sophia. At least if you gonna tell a motherfucking lie, put some shit together that match. You know, like for instance, put some shit together that match. That shit there don't even fucking match, motherfucker. They don't went and pulled out all your shit. All your shit. You wasn't even born when this lady died. So if you gonna tell lies about little simple shit, why in the fuck should we, the people, trust your lying motherfucking ass? Why? How?
I'm speechless. So that's a distraction. Oh my gosh. It has to always be something. Well, damn. I'm just like, yo, I'm speechless. And I talk a lot. I ain't stopped talking since I was born. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like, wait a minute. Why is it that I don't even know that this happened? Like, I guess if Candace was still on Daily Wire, we would have known. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this brand new to me, Lavern? Like, I just can't.
Well,
like,
listen.
When you
anybody listen, when them people ask this motherfucker, she said she cooked some goddamn collard greens, right? Now, anybody cook collard greens, don't put no damn bacon in there. So if you gonna lie about little shit like that, then we know we can't believe shit you say. You just a lying ass motherfucker. She just a straight lying ass motherfucker. And the truth ain't in her. Because it's obvious she putting all these illegals before the American people, but you promising the American people $25,000 for first-time homeowners,
that's
right?
bullshit. That ain't gonna be us. That ain't gonna be us. I don't think for a second. Why didn't they do that when the housing crisis was falling? Why didn't they do that and look out for people? They looked out for Wells Fargo. They looked out for, everybody else in all the banks. Right? They didn't look up our people.
They bailed them out.
Damn. Bail out everybody else but they own. And now all of a sudden, there's people that can't even get, like, they telling you they're going to give you the money, but are they going to give you the better credit? Who's going to get that money? Not people with a 580.
We already know they're legals. And guess what? This is how they play the game, right? Even though they are legals, if she make them citizens, then guess what they are? Americans.
Yep. Voters.
So that's how she's going to play the game. That's how she's going to play the game.
We got to stop her. I'm sitting here and all I could think about is that you're right. I saw a video yesterday where they asked her if we could trust her. And she said, yeah,
no, don't nobody trust her
you can trust me. Shaking it, but her head was going like this. Yeah, you could trust me. You could trust me. And I'm like, wait a second. If I'm going to say you could trust me, and I'm being the whole, cooking collard greens in the bathtub type, I'm like, yeah, you could trust me. But she talked about, you can trust me. Shaking her head. Like, we're not going to notice that. I was like, okay. She can't even lie straight to even make things look straight. She just be lying. Always lying. Like, I can't understand why it is like now all of a sudden, we don't even know where Joe Biden is anymore. You know what I'm saying? He just up and left and just, took a backseat because they're trying to separate her from him. They're trying to make us forget that we sat with him.
When you see Biden, he don't look the way he used to look. This motherfucker don't grow 4 inches taller. He moves faster. He's able to stay up without going the fuck to sleep. So something is not right. Okay? That's a new motherfucker.
Nothing is right. But it is kind of like, it is lame how people are falling for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how you can actually, I can understand the Beyoncés, and I can understand, Lil Jon. I can understand, Mark Ruffalo. I can understand Mark Cuban. They all stand to gain from her winning. But for the people that just be thinking that they Beyonce best friend and be thinking that they have one-on-ones with Mark Cuban, they're not thinking right. Like, how is it that you and I can see plainly what the fuck is up and they not see it? I still don't get that. I still don't understand.
Blind. A lot of people are still asleep. They don't even have a fucking clue as to what is truly going on. And when you try to educate them about what is taking place, they want to argue about it. You know? So waking up is not easy. Waking up is not an easy thing for you to realize that everything that you've been taught, everything that you've been seeing on the news, everything that you have read in the paper, most of it is all a lie.
Right.
So that's not an easy thing. That's not an easy pill to swallow, So
but
that's
then
what
Gen
a lot
Z,
of people are going through.
It's not. they're not even looking at TV. You know what I'm saying? When I think about how much they did to these kids during COVID and the pandemic, they got them 100% dependent on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? We went from banning TikTok to that just getting swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, you know, people are down. We have to combat them on TikTok. And I'm not trying to download that shit on my phone, but you got to think about it. These young, I ain't trying to hear it. I'm just like, yo, but you got all these people, these young ones, that's like, they just like topping it off. They topping it off and they not thinking for themselves.
That's their thing.
They not doing
like
anything.
And then you got the middle-aged people that are more into Facebook. And then you got the conservatives and everybody else that got some shit they want to say on X and these other platforms.
Yes. Yep. And it's sad because all of this was supposed to be a good thing. And then Mark Zuckerberg, like, ain't nobody, you know, trying to give him no shine. But, you know, I'm like, I don't trust him worth a damn. Like, I wouldn't take him if he was wrapped up in gold. I don't want nothing for him. But all of a sudden, now he's dealing with a Republican strategist to figure out how he can overcome and be more, you know, come to the Republicans and show them that he's a changed man.
First thing he need to overcome is getting some damn eyebrows so he won't look like a motherfucking alien. But anyway, thank you, Maura.
Dude, be in the sun all day. Okay, how's so he in the sun all day and whiter than Frosty?
Because he ain't in the damn sun. He lying. So listen to this. They got a breaking news that Coca-Cola is facing backlash across America after it revealed that they won't let you personalize a can with Jesus, but allow Satan, Allah, and all of the Babylon gods and demons.
Yes. Did you see it? They took that website down real fast, and it was Lives at TikTok that put that up there, and I was like, yo, what the hell? Like, now you got to ask yourself, is that something that they programmed, or is that something that AI is doing? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to figure out if they're going to have everything relying on AI, and our AI is twisted. You know what I'm saying? AI is only learning from the loud mouths and not the right mouths. What the hell is going to be up when it, you know, I just can't, you know, all these weapons that they have is controlled by computers. And I know that I'm a sci-fi person and I just watch a little bit too much of the Matrix and everything else. But we're going full on Terminator, yo. Why are people putting so much faith into something? You know Stephen Hawkins? He was the first one that said that AI is going to be our doom. And here, oh, AI is so wonderful. Oh, AI is going to really do so much wonders for us. I'm like, bullshit. That ain't real. My Google in my house is tripping. One day I heard my Google was in my...
Mine too. That shit is always fucking rolling. And then you supposed to have the fastest internet from Comcast, and that shit's slower than a motherfucker. My internet's slower than a motherfucker. So if I got the fastest, I hate to see the damn slowest. But anyway, listen to this. And this is what Elon Musk posted, right? Well, actually, Trump, he said Kamala's Project 2025, citizenship for 20 million illegals, right?
Illegal.
Ban gas-powered cars, which we already talked about. Replace police with social workers. Can you imagine that shit?
You know.
Somebody get ready to whoop your ass and you got to call a damn social worker. What the fuck? Ban fracking. Ban fracking. Transgender surgeries for minors. And we know how much that really is very important to the motherfuckers for some reason. Okay. Taxpayer-funded reparations. Back the U.S. Supreme Court. Pack the U.S. Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Government and big tech censorships. Cashless bail for violent criminals. Federal takeovers of all elections. Okay?
Damn.
U.S. tax dollars to fund abortions. Enforce racist affirmative action. mandate vaccinations.
Yeah.
And who the fuck want a vaccination anyway? I hope people learn from that shit. Because so many people died and lost their
I'm
lives, but
dying.
that was the game plan. And for people that say
Yeah.
that you trust in God, Psalms 91 say he will protect
Yep.
you. It doesn't matter what happened on the left or the right. God said he got you. So why every
You.
time they come up with something that say, oh, if you don't do this or you don't do this, you're going to die? Why are you living your life in
That's messed
fear?
up.
Okay. And also require government approval to buy a gun.
Wow. That doesn't sound like America to me. So
That,
I guess when
that
they
sound
said that
like
we're
the
never going,
communist. That
yeah,
sound like a communist new world order with Kamala. That's what it sounds
yep.
like to me.
That's why they said never going back. We over here saying that we want to make America great again, and they're saying no, we never, ever, ever, ever going back. And I'm like, y'all hear this? Y'all ain't listening. You're not paying attention. Do you not see that they do not care? Do you not see what they're taking us into? I just, like I said, I try my best to not be overcome with hopelessness. I mean, I think they're going to lose. I don't believe for 1 second that even if they won, they still going to lose. Because as long as there's folks like me and you out here, that ain't going to happen. I believe in the
Wow. Look
American
at what he said.
resolve.
My gun shop is selling to illegal foreigners and I stopped going there. Good for you.
Wow.
Good for you.
Wow. That is insane. I can't. We got to fight it. We got to fight it until the end. Like November 5th is just going to be the beginning of the end. Like it's going to be the world as we know it is going to change. Not even the world, but the world is changing because of us. Did you see how I think it was Japan? They were hosting a parade in honor of Donald Trump. So we done inspired everybody to get that 1776 in their heart
Listen,
while we sitting down.
When you take a look at a lot of these countries throughout the world, right? They're not
Yep.
feeding their citizens with food that are poison.
Yeah.
They're not spraying their vegetables with all kind of killer stuff, pesticides, and all type of stuff that have all type of effects and cancer causing and other illness causing on the body. They're not doing that. So why is it here in this country that we are so accepting of everything that's destroying our bodies and destroying our life? And it should not be that way. It truly should not be
Because
that way.
they layer it with joy. Joy fixes everything. I'm like, whatever, man. Like, I can't see how anybody could be happy right now. But they just got that illusion going mad strong. It's the cover up for the cackling. The cackling, you're gonna call joy, the cackling is joy. I'm like, yo, that kind of joy is insane asylum joy. Y'all can keep that. I don't want nothing to do with that. No way, no how. I don't understand how it just keeps going on though. Like today, there's just more and more and more. And to be honest, we haven't even pulled off the layer of Eric Adams yet. Now that whole thing just got me mad confused. I'm like, all right, where are we at where we can't speak of an illegal or the botched sense of legal immigration that they have going on? Why is it that we can't talk about it? For them Haitians to be suing, I'm like, can't you use that money to feed some people? I mean, if the rumors are what they are, then you need to be taking care of yourselves and not worried a damn about what somebody else that we would not even have known what was going on in Springfield if there wasn't a problem. So I don't get it. I'm just too upset about a lot of it. It's disenchanting that people are waking up. It's insane.
But people need to wake the fuck up because let me tell you something. Once this world is changed, everybody could have been a part of making a change. So it's important that you wake up and fight and find out what's going on so that you would know,
Yep,
you know?
absolutely. Beware, Laverne. The mainstream media is everywhere. It's in doctors' offices, it's in waiting rooms, it's in people's houses, and they're not bringing none of this to light. Now I got to go on a search to go look this up, and I'm not too strong on the Candace thing, but I got to go look into this. You know what I'm saying? So you have to allow yourself to go beyond what your mind is against in order to find the truth. You need to go find that truth. You can't just stop at what you know and who you don't want to hear. Sometimes you got to learn not to shoot the messenger. So I'm going to go
Right.
look. I'm going to go figure out what this is about with this birth certificate, because I can't understand how this, with Obama, it was all over the place. I'm still trying to figure out why I'm just finding out about this now. What the hell? That is mad crazy. It's got to change.
Totally ridiculous.
I don't know. So do you think it's all is lost?
No. I believe that prayer changes things. The word of God say prayer changes things. Prayer changes things. And I believe that, we need to let Trump kitchen. No, I'm not.
I think
okay, but anyway, but George Soros has been buying radio stations, and he has been controlling the radio station as long as so many campaigns. A lot of campaigns. A lot of campaigns. Even some campaigns that took place in Florida that did not go too well, with Andrew Gillum and some of the rest of them that did not go well at all. And it's so important. Sometimes, even if you're running, you have to watch out who you taking, who you getting the money from, because you don't do what they want you to. Look what they did to Andrew Gillum. You saw how they set him up. So what next? AG, what happened to my guest? What's next? So anyway, it's some things that I want to really get a little hot and heavy into, but I'm trying to wait for my little guest to come back on. I don't know what happened to Sophia, how she got kicked out, and the rest of them. Okay. Sophia, he said if you lost your signal, he is going to send you a link. But anyway, people, it's so important that we get the Marxist, communist people out of office. We do not need them electing us. I mean, we do not need to be electing them with those communist agendas. We do not need them to destroy our country. Okay? So that's why it's so important that we elect the right people and not people that are getting there with their self-serving fucking motives that really don't care about us. And then when you call them, you can't get any help. Hey, Sophia, you back. You can't get any help because they have self-serving agendas and they don't give a shit about their constituents. Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's raining out here, and I live in the mountains, so something I just got shot full of. You're in the mountains? Yeah, I'm like in the mountains.
Like the other week when it was lightning here, and I kept getting knocked out.
But we got to just rely on electric. Thank goodness I got me some oil for my heat.
Wow.
That is crazy. But you mentioned, like the last I heard, when you said George Soros, his son just got married to Hillary Clinton, her aide, Anthony Weiner's ex-wife.
Wow.
That don't sound strange to people, like the way that they just be laying all up on each other. And people don't even think about the fact that had it not been for Anthony Weiner's laptop, we might not have never learned about Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how people just wake up all of a sudden and forget what's going on. They just act brand new. I'm like, none of this is new. All of this is some old shit. Y'all just really tripping. Y'all are just keeping your eyes shut. You know what I'm saying? They got their eyes wide shut. and just trying to act like they could just go on and just live and not recognize us what's happening here. Like, I mean, I'm trying to remain hopeful and I'm trying to remain, focused, but I swear, I'm like, my brain is still going back to the fact that Kamala got a whole book with a whole line. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Trevian, welcome on the show. I'm glad you finally made it in. I don't know where P Rae is, but listen, since you on, and we are gonna leave close out at 4 today on time because I have another hearing to attend. But let me say this. We're going to talk about some real important stuff right about now, because what I want to know is how this man that was in Mar-a-Lago knew exactly where Trump would be at for them third and fourth attempts on this man's life. And they say he had Trump schedule all the way up to October. How could he obtain that type of information?
How? We need to figure out if it's within the Secret Service or if it's an employee at Mar-a-Lago. We need to figure out who it is, because one, nobody has a schedule like that except for his schedulers and the Secret Service. Even the employees who work in the kitchen or work on the golf course would not have access to his schedule as detailed as this attempted assassin did. So as much as Trump praises the Secret Service for their great, protection, we know he knows he's lying to himself. So we've got patriots all over the country, Green Berets, Navy SEALs who have offered their support to come and protect President Trump. But, I think his diplomacy is part of the problem, and it's actually putting his safety in a neglected stage, and it's been proven twice. The third time they won't miss.
Wow. So what is it about
insane.
him that they refuse to give up shooting at this man? And then I think it was the last rally. It was a report that a car blowed up or something that exploded. Some type of explosion took place. So it's like,
in New York, they found explosives.
What is it about this man that they just not gonna stop until they get him? What is it about him?
Well, let me say
what is the secret that they don't want the rest of us to know? Because honestly, a lot of shit we didn't know until Trump got into office. We didn't know they have been doing all this stuff that they have been doing for years to us. And he actually woke a lot of people up, right?
Yep.
So what is it that they don't want, that they don't want us to really know? What's really going on?
I'm going to say this as a former Democrat, okay? I was
a former Democrat also.
Yes, as a former Democrat, when I was in the stage of hating Trump, we're talking about prior to the 2016 election and the 2016 election and when he was elected, there was nothing you could tell me that would change my mind that this man was the devil. And I had I was out marching in the streets, calling that man all kind of names publicly and didn't even know why. The problem is we have people that are not going to wake up. In the words of Oprah Winfrey, some people just have to die. So those of us who have had the Great Awakening, it's up to us to separate ourselves. Segregation is going to have to come back. Because you can't live with your family of Democrats that everything is about racism and everything is the white man and they're stagnant in their progress and it does nothing but dumb you down. So you have to segregate. And we're not talking about race. We're not talking about anything but like minds. We must do. We can't waste the time trying to figure out what.
Hey, Nikki. Trevian, back to you. But I remember in the 80s when everything was the white man's fault, right? Oh, I can't pay my bills, but it's the white man's fault. And I could never understand that because I used to say, how the fuck is it because I came from the background of being a cosmetologist, okay? So when you doing hair, and then I also had a barber in there, so I would listen to his clients, and them motherfuckers talking about everything the white man fault. And I'm like saying to myself, but bitch, the white man don't stay in your motherfucking house. The white man,
Yep.
I get off of my ass every morning to come to work, right? I pay my motherfucking bills. How in the fuck, if my lights off, that's the white man fault, but I refuse to go and look for a job. I refuse to do my due diligence. So I just want to sit back and blame everybody else for my fucking problems. And it's not the truth. You know, that's when people really need people to tell people the truth. Bitch, get off your ass, go to fucking work.
That's
At least
exactly
fucking
right.
try. At least try. Right?
I come from a very racist black family. All I heard all day long was that Peckerwood fired me from my job. That honky stopped me from that. I mean, my family was probably one of the most racist families that I know. And they were racist towards white people. So I'm just keep it 100. Black people are more racist than white people. Because I can tell
very
you
much so.
everything.
Very much so. And you know what? And you know what, Trevian? Another thing about black people, a lot of them motherfuckers don't like no goddamn body. A lot of them don't like no motherfucking body. And that's the fucking truth. They don't even like they goddamn self and don't know why the fuck they don't like they self. Okay? I'm just gonna keep this shit real. Let me post some shit on my fucking Facebook page and watch the motherfuckers jump on it.
They will do it.
What the hell of it?
The fact that we don't want to take responsibility for where we are, economically ranked in this country, we are at the bottom of the totem pole as far as economic numbers. Okay, when black people as a whole don't take a moment.
P Rae.
Hey,
okay.
Hey, y'all, I'm in my garage because my spot burnt up.
Well, let me tell you something. Like what you were saying, Trevian, that is so true. Now, I'm a Carolina girl, right? So when I grew up, it was a lot of people that was really that looked like they was Hispanic, but they black. But I recently found out they're actually Indians, right? So with a lot of black families, when they have light-skinned people in it, they don't even like the fucking dark-skinned people because they want to keep that fucking color going in their fucking families. And that's the truth.
Ain't like that,
that's
though.
The truth.
Our family don't do that. We used to. Both of my grandmothers
Nikki,
called
you want to
that
come out?
Yeah,
Nikki, if you want to get on, let us know. We'll see. Can we bring you up on the stage?
Oh,
but yeah, go ahead, P Rae.
Yeah, I was saying both of my grandmothers used to call that slave talk, and you got popped in your mouth for talking about skin color, light skin, dark skin. So when I went to Hampton and I went to a symposium and they were talking about colorism and people were crying and falling all out, I said, wait a minute, everybody didn't get a whooping for this? Like, this is the most whoopable offense that you could ever do. Like, where were the whoopings? And they were like, no. Like, so for me, it's wild because my grandmother is a mulatto woman on my father's side. So we know all the insults for light-skinned people. When I say we know them all, we can dog some light-skinned people out because that was seen as like a mark of shame for us. So like, this is why me and my cousins all married, darker men. So the 80s babies look way different than the than the 2000s babies, right? Because everybody, it was put in our minds that this was not the place to be. So I say all that to say that it's always really interesting for me when people are like, yeah, we had these colorism issues. I'm like, I thought everybody was getting a whooping for that, but now I know.
I was getting dragged because my kids, and I might be embarrassing myself, but they told me to stop it. My kids didn't even know they were black. They didn't know.
What did they think?
I swear to my son, I got a kid that just turned 21, and the other day he looked at my husband, his daddy, and was like, wait, daddy's black? And I was like, yes, dear, he is foundational black too. He blackity black. But I didn't raise him that way, so I can relate.
Sophia, that's what I'm talking about. Because in the Carolina, we have black people that look like they white, but they are actually black. You understand?
Well,
we got plenty of those there.
Because I had somebody ask me to help her with her tuition because she wanted to go to an HBCU to get the black experience, and she was black as black. And I'm like, What are you talking about? You are Black. What experience do you need that you
What?
feel like you haven't had as a Black person? Well, I just need to be around Black people. I'm like, your whole family is Black.
Wow.
So even in the Blackness, they don't recognize their Blackness.
Well,
That's
at
crazy to me.
Hampton I went to Hampton. And so Hampton is a school specifically for those children, I found out. So when I got there, everybody
In
was like,
Hampton, Virginia.
yes, ma'am, the country
Okay.
club HBCU, the better HBCU. I mean, the better HU.
Okay.
But yeah, so when I got there, people were having all these conversations around like Blackness and what it meant to be Black. And for me, my parents went out of their way to move us to a Black neighborhood. We live in the blackest neighborhood in America, the Austin community on the west side of Chicago. It's 85,000 Negroes in this neighborhood.
Wow.
So yeah, so
Y'all,
we
we
are
get
Black.
down to the end, but let me say, I want to say
Yeah.
this real quick, right?
But
Because
hold on. Let me finish.
Go ahead, go
while I'm
ahead.
thinking about it.
Go ahead,
So when
go
we
ahead.
got there, people were looking for this Blackness. I would say, people wanted to come there and live out their ghetto fantasies because they assumed that because they lived in these suburbs, they were missing this really important piece of Blackness. So they would try to create those environments there. And I'm like, y'all, that's what we ran away from. Like, we flew down here to get away
Yeah.
from that. And like this faux kind of, Black sassy that you guys are, pushing is not Blackness. So we got to really affirm the Black kids in the suburbs that your Blackness matters too, so that they don't get to HBCUs
Yes.
and act up.
Absolutely. Let me say this real quick, y'all, because we got to end the show on time today. But I was so surprised and really upset with the number of inboxes and messages I received when the Democrats start pushing that division shit. And then you had all these families that was mixed with, the white and Black married. And then one started turning the other one against the kids and all that kind of shit. And trying to make them apologize for being white, right? Because that's the narrative that the Democrats was pushing. But I'm going to say this. Like I say, I'm Black. I've been Black all my motherfucking life. And I'm proud of my Blackness. And that's the same way white people should feel. They should be white and proud of your fucking whiteness. You know what I'm saying? And it was a shame and an abomination of God when they had them goddamn white kids kissing them motherfucking foots. Y'all saw that? I mean, G don't have that video, but
Tragic.
when they had those white kids kissing those people's shoes, man, I wish a bitch would.
Tragic.
I wish a bitch would. That's how I felt, because that shit was so stupid. Them kids said, oh, nobody nothing. And nor did they deserve that shit. But that just goes to show what type of fucked up world we live in.
Yeah.
When people are so afraid to say what the fuck they feel because they worried about who in the fuck they gonna offend. Well, I thank God that shit there don't exist over here in fucking hood conservatives, because trust to believe I'm gonna be getting this shit off my motherfucking chest.
Right.
But go
I
ahead,
just want
P Rae.
to say one thing.
Go ahead.
Nathan Wade is on the run.
Yes. Nathan Wade.
That's
Nathan
fine as
Wade is
boo.
on the run. The
Wow.
U.S. Marshals are looking for him as we speak. He is on the run.
Wow.
Yes. And Fanny had to testify
Damn.
today. So if you guys get a chance, you want to look at the Georgia Senate.
This shit gonna be
hearing.
so motherfucking juicy than a goddamn watermelon
I
or
know.
pizza in the
I wish
Carolinas
I
when you're
was
sitting
so
on the
bad.
motherfucking tree. This
But
get ready to
look,
be some juicy shit, because a lot of motherfucking heads get ready to roll with this bullshit right now. And they gonna use this shit, but y'all keep y'all eyes on that motherfucking Kamala, because that motherfucker said if she get elected, she coming after everybody that has something to say about us, and that's gonna be all y'all in.
I'm getting us out of here. Already got a whole extra plan. They
She
gonna have
coming
to catch
after
me.
all our motherfucking. Hey, Big Cat, come back, girl. Listen, this motherfucker said if she get elected, she coming after all of us. All of us.
All of
so
us.
then you say we no longer have the freedom of speech because you're supposed to be Black ass. Is doing what the fuck you do. What you can with your lying ass. You can't even make up your mind what the fuck you is. You talking about you fucking Black. Everybody on here Black. Ain't nobody in our family wearing no goddamn sorrows.
Then
Ain't nobody in our
bust
family got no
out.
dot in the middle of their fucking forehead. Ain't nobody in our family from no goddamn Pakistan, so we know you fucking lying, okay?
Janet busts her out. Like if anybody to bust you out, the black Negro royalty says she ain't black, and then they thought that we were gonna fight Janet Demeter, Joe Jackson, Penny Woods,
Janet
Darlene.
Jackson
You
told the
doing
motherfucking
justice?
truth. She's not fucking black.
No, but the thing is, they wanted us to fight against Janet Jackson for this Indian woman, and
That's
I'm
And that
like,
not gonna
shit
what
was
happen.
about
respecting
to
Negro is
happen.
gonna do that?
That shit was not about to happen.
Well, I
Period.
actually
Point blank.
tweeted Jamie
Nah.
Harrison, who's the chair of the DNC, and I told him on the tweet, Jamie, y'all got to stop this. This is bleeding you votes, okay?
Yes.
There's no way that black folks are happy with this. This is actually making more people vote against her. You need to get your influencers in line.
Nikki,
Check your
if you would like to
influencers and
come
make
up
them
on the
shut
show,
up.
holla, girl. I got a few minutes. I'll bring you up. Just say so.
I
Yeah.
don't think any of us had on our bingo card that it was going to be Janet Jackson that destroyed Kamala.
I know,
Janet.
right?
Nobody.
I know, right?
Well, her brother said before they said they not like us, Michael Jackson said they don't care about us.
Right.
And he told the motherfucking truth. That's why he ain't here no more, because everybody that spoke the truth, they knocked their motherfucking ass off because
Well,
they want
Kanye's
us to
still
stay
alive.
fucking sleep and not stand up and fight and act like we don't know what the fuck going on. But some of us got that fire that shut up in our bones, and we got to come on here and fight because we ain't got no fucking choice. We ain't got no other world that we could go to. We can't take our black ass to the motherfucking moon. You understand me? We
Yep.
can't take no goddamn fights. So we got to stay here and fucking fight. We ain't got no motherfucking choice. There ain't no need to run. This is our country, and we need to fight for it. And I love my motherfucking flag. I don't give a fuck with
That's
another
right.
motherfucking state. They can go straight to hell with the gasoline draws on. How about that? Because you know why? I'm so fucking hood. I'm so fucking hood. We got 2,000 people on this show. I'm Lavern Spicer. I want to welcome you on today. But I'm going to give y'all about 5 minutes and close it because I got the skedaddles. But before I close, I want to say, y'all, it's over 2,000 on today. I want to say this to y'all. P Rae, who has joined me, she has been fighting in Chicago, y'all, and she's been a conservative for a while. All of us are out here. We putting our face on the line. We putting our life on the line because we are the ones that Kamala is going to come after with her non-black ass. And hopefully that I rebuke her ass right now in the name of Jesus. I'm rebuking that fucking demon because we have the right to say what the fuck we want to say, okay? But let me say this. P Rae's house caught on fire. Her house burnt down last week, y'all. When she was on the show, the house burnt down. So it's a GoFundMe that she set up on her page, and her page is on the Chicago Red. And I will repost her link today. But I'm asking all of my hoodies and all of my followers that can to please make a contribution to help her so she will have a place to stay because her place burnt down to the ground. And
I'm literally in the garage.
Her grandmother left for her. P Rae, this is the legacy that her grandmother left for her. Was the place to stay, but it burnt down because they had electrical wiring problem. So I'm asking y'all to please donate to her GoFundMe. And like I said, I'm going to repost it on my page, but I'm asking all my hoodies to please donate. Let's help these patriots and conservatives out. Yeah. You know, when we fight, y'all don't understand. We as blacks that fight, we got our whole sleeping ass motherfucking Negro community that's going to come after our ass and call us coons. Yeah. What else they call y'all?
Wenches, a bucket of bitches. A hoe,
Auntie
a
Tom,
slut, a white man.
I got called Auntie Tom.
Yes.
Auntie Tom. Hoes from different area codes and everything else that they gonna call us, right? But they could go straight to hell, and I rebuke them motherfuckers too. I'm rebuking all them. All them demons can go straight to hell from which they came. But I'm saying this, I'm just asking y'all to support the conservatives because for us, it's not easy. the fight that we are fighting. We always get a lot of opposition. I cannot tell y'all how many inboxes of ugly name callings that I get from Miss Piggy to Coon and all kind of shit. They inbox me, but trust and believe, I light the motherfuckers ass up back, because you ain't talking no shit to me in my inbox, and I ain't gonna say shit back to you, motherfucker. I'm gonna light your
Show
ass
you
up.
right. You gonna leave with some hurt feelings.
You gonna
Yeah.
get your damn feelings
Yes,
hurt.
word.
I ain't got no hurt feelings. So fuck that part. So anyway, ladies, listen, in closing, y'all give me your closing words.
All right, I'll go first. Again, thank you all for having me on the stage. Miss Lavern, thank you for pushing my GoFundMe. As I've been saying throughout the show, I'm literally sitting in my car right now. My whole setup is burnt to the crisp. So, Lord willing, we're going to be back with the pink walls again very soon. Just know that Chicago is turning red, y'all. This is not a game. This is not a gimmick. This is not a ha-ha. This is not a hee-hee or a funny. This is life or death for people in Chicago, and we will fight until we run out of breath, because one thing that the country knows is that Chicagoans are not afraid, and we will stand up and we will burn it down before we let them take it from us. So rather than lose an American city, just pray for our success. And thank y'all again for having me.
Trevian?
You gonna go, Trevian?
Yes. So I just want to remind everyone, we are less than 40 days into one of the biggest, will either be saved or will either be destroyed. We are out of options. There are no excuses at this point. Everyone, we have voter registration remaining in some cities, and early voting starts in 9 days. People, we must work together. This we can't sleep. If you want to sleep, you're going to sleep on right into your destruction. So either you want your American dream or you want your American nightmare. So please do something, become a poll worker, get to your election commissioner's office, fill out a form, let them send you to your precinct so they can get you registered, because we have to be our ICE in this election. We have illegals that in order for them to work, they have to register to vote. We have to intimidate every enemy who is not a citizen of this United States trying to get into our polling booths. So people, if you don't do anything for the rest of your life, you have to do something now, because if you don't, you won't have a life.
Absolutely. We need to find Jason. We need to find Mr. Wade. We need to go. Y'all need to go look up his picture. Y'all need to go look up his picture. And if you see him in a store, you need to have your cell phone right in your hand. We need to make sure that we keep our eye on all these people that are out here that's making us look bad. We need to keep and pay attention to what's happening behind the scenes. Like y'all, Lavern shared some stuff from Candace Owens, and I was like, but I'm gonna have to go check up and see about Candace Owens, because birth certificates and pictures with people that's supposed to be dead on Kamala's side, I gotta go see about that. So if the information, don't shoot the messenger these days. You gotta go find and go look for yourself. You need to go research for yourself. If somebody gonna say something and you don't trust it, you gotta go look for the information before you put yourself out there and say you don't trust it. So read, look up information, and stop just relying on what people gonna tell you. Go find out for yourself and make decisions for yourself. And I'm just Patty Free up in here. And Lavern, thank you so much. And ladies, I'm so happy to see y'all again. And Chicago Red, y'all got this. You're going to get this, because I swear they came after you. Something came looking for your ass, because you was like, yeah, this was my heritage.
Literally, it burned up that whole
sudden,
corner, y'all. That whole corner, the ring light, the iPad, the chair, the wooden chair is burned to a crisp. So somebody sent me some bad juju, but aha, you missed, because we still popping and the movement's still going.
Listen, when God got that covering over your life, I don't care how they come for you, they cannot get you. I don't care when he got that covering, when he got that hedge of protection. Y'all listen,
absolutely.
We got to keep President. I'm asking everybody, please keep President Trump in prayer. We know they keep coming for his life. We know that they know his every move he makes. You know, they sending people to try to take him out. But we're going to keep him up in prayer. and keep praying for
Yes.
him and ask God to keep protecting him,
Yes.
because they know that they just can't win. So they're gonna try to steal their best. And we know Kamala been telling a whole bunch of lies, and you cannot believe nothing that she's saying because she just a lying ass heifer. And we know if she lied about cooking them damn collard greens in that bathtub. Y'all know she
No,
ain't
with the
cooked no
bacon, with the
period.
bacon and the chilies and the Tabasco
Yeah,
sauce.
with them.
That's
Who
what
in the
did it for
fuck
me.
put some damn that shit there in they collard green? Black people put red peppers to make their collard greens hot if they want that. Don't nobody
But it
put all this
definitely
shit.
no Tabasco sauce. If we're at the restaurant and they say, let's say you got hot sauce,
Tabasco.
and they say Tabasco, we say no, thank you.
You
Right.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely. So we know she lying. So you lie about all that little stuff. How in the hell can we believe anything that you got to say? And we know she don't give a fuck about black people. But for all them black people
Not
that
at
think
all.
Kamala is your fucking friend, I hope you don't be on fuck around and find out. I really don't. And
That's
y'all,
my
thank
soror.
y'all so much. Thank everybody so much for joining in my show
Thank
today.
you,
I really
Ryan.
appreciate y'all. Everybody, if you didn't have a chance to join, please make sure that others get in and listen. And I'm gonna retweet Chicago Red P Rae
Yeah.
links so that y'all can donate. Listen, y'all, donate to help her. Whatever you can do,
Yes.
please donate to help her. Let's support our conservatives that are going through a hard time. And I think also Beverly say, what's her name? Beverly, the girl that painted the street. I know she had a court case also. And I know that she was trying to raise funds. So please help all the conservatives out. We appreciate you all for joining, y'all. That's all for today. All my hoodies, I love y'all. And don't forget to join us next week. If it ain't no hurricane, storm, or lightning to keep me off of this
Telling them what they gonna
internet,
do.
I would be right here. I would be right here, okay?
Yep.
And I'll see y'all next Thursday at 3.
Peace out.
Peace out. Thank y'all.
See y'all.
Go.
Later,
Happy
y'all.
Thursday.
Be a poll election worker.
That's right. Be a
Yes.
poll electric worker.